Hello, and welcome back to our next episode. We have left off with getting some iron, coal, copper set up so that we can do automation setup here. Automation science pack setup. We'll just temporarily make this for our military science. We'll start by continuing to set everything up. We'll probably end up needing to create some furnace setups here. However, let's try and plan this properly so we don't have to uproot it and pull it out somewhere else. Now, one of the things that I really wanted to plan is try to set up the base so I don't have to have so many intermediate bases before I can get to space. So I think one of the things that I want to do is try and keep the centermost part of this area clean and actually not put this automation science packs here, but actually really space it out and create like areas. So for instance, if we go to the map, if I want to keep this area nice and clean, we'll put automation science and other sciences down here, and we'll route them up and over, the same coming down and over, so that we can have a science nexus, so to speak, in this area. And then we're able to properly not only have them equally spaced out, but hopefully be able to beacon them later, because we will likely 10x our science. So if we're going to do that, we should definitely make this area a bit more allocated, and that's what we're going to do right now. Not only will that help us out in the early game, but it will help us in the later games as well. So, let's have a look-see here. What we can do. Let's do some flagging here. Do just a quick outline. That should be our template. create some more pipe. So this should be 20. This should be 20. This also should be 20. There we are. Now, that's pretty good. We have some space here now to kind of draw off of. I want to try and keep this whole area here as clean as possible so we can have malls on either side. And then we can also have the nexus. The malls and the nexus. Continue to pull all this out. And we'll actually start to create some likely put some of the furnace stacks up here. We'll put them after. So how far away is this? One, two, three. We'll do 48. The easiest way to do this is to take this in your hand, put the rest in the box. That will be a full stack. Draw from here. Here we are. We will be able to draw from here on either side. Alrighty, that will go on both sides. We won't necessarily be able to do much about this, so we'll hook up not until we get most of our other stuff out of the way. We'll hook up half of this, and we'll just go the whole way. I want to be able to start maybe here. 2, 4. Let's get our alrighty. And we've got this. I won't be doing this much because it won't be added just yet. Here. There we are. That's excellent. We will push this forward. Just like so. That will go on that one side of the build. And we will cut that here. This will continue to build, and we will connect our power line to that. There we are. That will get loaded. Let me get some of this coal. We'll have to fill up these miners. Just bear with me for a few moments. We'll still need this, however, we'll need to put some on the belt. So we'll point these down. We'll add some belts. We're going on the opposite side because I want to be able to take off this belt from the next time. And then this will basically just kickstart straight away. Once that coal has been engaged, everything will go on that belt. We will have to keep these topped up. And continue to keep these running. This is now done. And this moves up. Once those run out, then put more on the belt, if need be. There we are. That's all good to go, for the most part. Let's just have a quick look over here, see what our coal is at. Coal is fine for now. And like I said, we do want to put a permanent setup, but I think just for the time being, to get our stuff rolling, we should probably... we'll need to pull copper as well into this. This is starting to go. Alrighty. Now, we'll have to do another setup here. Specifically for iron or copper. And what we can do actually is just copy this whole thing, create a blueprint for the time being, and stick that directly here. Might have to get rid of some of this here, just so we're not making the same mistake twice. And need to line this up. Just like so. There we are. Alrighty. That's not where I wanted this. So we are going to have to move this again. Get rid of all the rest of this other stuff here. Because this blueprint has extra stuff, we will undo all this extra equipment here for now. Do we want to keep this though? We might want to keep it, but I am not 100% sure what we want to do with that just yet. So now, there we go. That's much better. Alrighty. Now, we can just add what we need. We don't need much, but we can definitely continue. With whatever we've got here. Alrighty. We're going to need more, so we'll do half this. That should be enough. Remember that there are 2 transport belts per one that you craft. Here we are. To help us out, we can actually just put these into... Put that into a standard chest. just for now, take that chest. Put all of our iron in there. Not all of it. We need to craft some more. I'll have to craft at least 25 of those. Waiting to craft our belts, so we will just finish off what we've got here. We can also go out and find more. More rocks. Let's have a look at our map again, see where our plume is at. Plume isn't that big. It's not creeping into any unknown territory. We're right on the edge of that unknown territory. However, I believe there won't be any sort of spawners nearby, so I think we're good there. This isn't, like I said earlier, this isn't the 2.1 update. But we will soon switch to it. Here we are, our last 5. We can also put our copper in there and feed it directly onto that belt with an inserter. Here we are. Inserter out. In. There's another 10, so that will get us up. I think that's all we'll have time for today. Put our copper in there. There we are. Would you look at that? Alrighty. Let's see if we can turn this thing on. Or 3 steam power, 3 steam engines should be more than enough to power that whole thing there. And that is true. Alrighty. As you look at that, we are now in the business. You can put this lab here with power pole. And that should technically be everything. Yes, science is trickling through. Let's have a look at our power. 2.7 megawatts. That's pretty good. That's what we want to see. Can take some of this coal here, come back, feed it into all this. Take another 200 of that. And then we'll come down here. Have a look at this chest. We'll put more in here. There we are. $500 there. That should be way more than enough. Can hook these up just quickly. There we are. Now, it's saying an estimated 2 hours, 3 minutes, and 24 seconds, and we can actually pump that up to add an additional. We can add an additional 5 more. It does take a minute. This progress says 2 hours, 2 minutes, which shouldn't be necessarily the case. We will be making a little bit more than that. We'll just have a quick look here to see where our bottleneck is going to be that container with this inserter here. If we were to belt this across here, we can then put that through into here and add another chest. There we are. Now we've effectively, quotations doubled. So we've cut it down to an hour. And we will just keep doing this. We'll actually do some robbing here. This is not set up just yet. And we didn't really have to do that, actually. That should drastically bring that down. So once that is all done, we can add another chest. This is all I have left for today, folks. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.